Welcome to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with less BSery. I am your host, Marlon Clyburn, and on today's show, we will be discussing should I or should I not still wear a mask even after the CDC's changed during all the rules. We'll also be talking about the Mitch McConnell and Marjorie Taylor Greene not wanting a 9/11 style investigation commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection on the Capitol. Once again, just a little ground news. If you're new here, welcome. Please, if you're looking on YouTube, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you are on Facebook with the system that I'm using and you make a comment, please give me your name first so I can address you accordingly, because on my end, all it shows is um, Facebook user, and I just think that's tacky. I would rather address you accordingly. Um, Number two, my new shirt from Foxy. She does things like that, so y'all need to be hitting up with these custom made t-shirts. I'm going to do two things differently, and I got a comment earlier today. It was this. This countdown is too long. Let me know in the comment, do you really think the countdown is too long? I can fix that. And I always had that feeling too. I really did always have that feeling. I thought the countdown was a little bit too long. I wasn't sure. I sort of like to give that much time for people to come in, put me on the system, and if they still got to go do things, they can go and do it. But if it is too long and you just want to jump into the show or shorten it a little bit, just let me know in the comments and we'll look more into it. The second thing that we're going to do is this. Yes, we're going to start off with my opinion first before the news. The CDC has made changes to their guidelines of mask wearing. Just to make a long story short, because I'm pretty sure everybody done heard what the changes are by now. Um, Larger groups of vaccinated people can get together now and no longer have to wear a mask. So if you're fully vaccinated, and the thing is, fully vaccinated, larger groups can get together with groups of people that are fully vaccinated. Um, so there's a plus to all of that. I don't mind it. I'm just gonna stop with the whole. I'm still wearing my mask. And I'm going to tell you why I'm still going to wear my mask. Now, the one thing I will change is if I'm walking outside and I'm walking around in wide open spaces like, downtown or things like that, I'll probably take my mask off because it's getting hot out there and those things are sweaty if you don't know. Um, and I'm tired of them. So I will probably take my mask off. Um, Department stores like Walmart, like Targets, places like that, Whole Foods, they are allowing their customers to now be able to walk um, throughout the store without wearing a mask. And on top of that, they're not going to even ask you, have you been fully vaccinated? Thus is the reason why I'm going to continue to wear my mask, because we're not going to sit here and forget that not too long ago, we still have people that swear to God they're not going to get vaccinated, anti-vaxxers. That's one. I don't trust everybody to be on the up and up. If you're not going to get vaccinated, of course you're going to walk around and go, "Oh, I'm vaccinated," but it don't matter because you really can't ask me anyway. But if you do ask me, I'm vaccinated, knowing damn well you're not vaccinated. I'm going to continue to wear my mask. I have a lot more to lose, and and a lot of people should be thinking that way. In my opinion, a lot of people should be thinking that way. You have a lot more to lose than gain by taking your mask off. At the very least, inside, I don't trust people enough like that. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing it. The second reason that I'm going to continue to wear my mask um, is I got this news article that I just saw not too long ago. Let me bring it up real quick here. Anti-vaxxers are now convinced they'll inherit the earth as lone survivors after vaccine kills everybody else. Yeah. So the story behind that is anti-vaxxers believe within 3 years of everybody being vaccinated, we're going to drop dead. and they're going to inherit the earth, and they're going to live in peace and kumbaya and happy days and everything. So not only are they not going to take the vaccination, not only are they not going to get a vaccination, they're counting on us to die out within 3 years. Now, truth be known, we also know what the we also know what's going to happen in 3 years when this doesn't happen, and it won't happen. Is it'll be forgotten. Well, let me rephrase it. Either A is going to be forgotten, or B they're going to push the timeline like everything else. We done had about 4, 5, 6 dates of Trump getting back into office, and every time it doesn't happen, they keep pushing the date further and further. And I think the next one is um, June the 12th. I want to think, yeah, they already came up with another date. June the 12th, Trump is going to get back in the office. So, make a long story short, yeah, I'm still wearing my mask. Kim, most places are going on the honor system that you in this country, the honor system. Yeah, no, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm still wearing my mask inside like you. Yeah, outside. I'm going to take it off, especially when I walk around, especially when I go to the park and everything like that. Yeah, sure, but I'm yeah. There's no way in the world after you don't sat there and told me that. And what got me was you can wear your mask inside, and we're not even going to ask you, "Are you vaccinated?" You out of your mind. I'm not going to hang around with you. In other words, I'm not going to put my life on the line for what you call freedom because you don't want to put a piece of cloth over your mouth. So yeah, no, yeah, we should still be wearing a mask. And I agree. I totally agree. What people underline what people may not know is that the was it the third wave? It, don't quote me on it. It's either the second wave or the third wave um, of the virus was because we got laxed, and because they saw the numbers drop. And funny thing about it is, and I'm throwing a number out there just to make a point. The numbers dropping of deaths from 1,000 to 995 it's not a jump for joy type moment and we can all chill out now. And that's what either the second or third wave of the virus was that we laxed on it because they told us, oh, the numbers are dropping. We're doing so good. We're doing so great. And, we can relax. Now credit to the CDC, they didn't change anything. They said, keep wearing your mask, keep washing your hands, you know, keep the hell away from me 6 feet and all of that. But people saw those numbers and they saw it drop a little bit and they figured, I can act a fool now. And the virus blew up again. So I'm not finna take that chance. It's just not right. Crazy alert. You must be talking about that story about we all gonna die in 3 years. So yeah. And the funny thing about it is I hate to say the word crazy. I have always been on the thought. The thought is that every person that was on a mental cliff when this um, situation occurred, this COVID shutdown and all this, I think it just pushed them over the edge. I really do. So I really don't like to use the word crazy so much as I really think a lot of these people are flatly have a mental issue. And at the very least, I'm really hoping that when, the world, at the very least, this country opened up, these people really go and find some help because they're doing some stuff that's just I don't even know where you're going with some of their thoughts and their beliefs. I don't know, and that's the only thing I can come up with is that you was pushed over the edge, and this was it. Trump playing the sideline president, he just won't let it go. Trump, if you don't know how true that is. Trump still saying that he won. He doesn't have Twitter. What he does now is he has presidential memos that he released to the public. And in some of those memos, yeah, he is still saying, I won. I won. That's all it is. I still won and they still stole the election from us. He yeah, I'm gonna say hijacked. He hijacked the wedding at Mar-a-Lago, which by the way, for anybody that's stupid enough to actually have your wedding at Mar-a-Lago, where you know Trump is, you get what you deserve. Sorry, not sorry. But he hijacked the wedding at Mar-a-Lago to make a speech, and the majority of the speech is how they stole the election from him. They stole the election from us, which I wish he'd stop saying us. It ain't us. You lost for one. And even if it was a steal, we stole it from you. We ain't steal it from us. But I digress. Your loss is over with. So yeah, Trump is. I'm not even getting to it. So the House right now is voted on creating a 9/11 type investigation commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection. Of course, we have Republicans who are against it, and of course, of all people, it will be the Republican minority leader Mitch McConnell who will be leading this cause to not have this commission started. Take a look. Oops, didn't play. Hold on. Sorry, folks, it won't play for me. Wait 1 second for me.
While it's catch and release for domestic terrorists.
Okay, that will play. I totally apologize, people. For some reason, the Mitch McConnell speech won't play, but in a nutshell, what he is saying is that the police and the Congress is already investigating what's going on, that the justice system has arrested hundreds of people and they're already in line to arrest hundreds of more. So he doesn't understand why we would need to create a commission to investigate any further. He don't believe that we'll find anything new to investigate. We don't know. We don't have a reason to investigate anymore. It's not going to find anything. And he's so afraid that the Democrats are going to take control of the commission and come up with their own ending to what happened. So, first of all, I'm going to just show you a short clip, and this may enlighten Mitch and anybody else who doesn't want this to happen, or one reason why this commission needs to be created.
While it's catch and release for domestic terrorists, Antifa, BLM, the people who breached the Capitol on January 6th are being abused, some even being held for 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. So, Mr. Speaker, my questions are this. Who placed the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC, which is an attack on both Republicans and Democrats? Why was President Trump's request on January 5th for 10,000 National Guard denied? And who denied it? And what chain of command did they follow? Also, who killed Ashley Babbitt And why is that not being revealed? Does her family not deserve justice? And lastly, when will the witch hunt of Donald J. Trump come to an end and all of those who support him?
So let's go back to one one thing that she did say, which I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to say, but it's already in there. The people that breached the Capitol. Now we've already heard the story that it was a peaceful protest and things like that, and all they wanted was their verse heard. But you notice she did say breach the Capitol, not walk through the front door and just wanted to speak to people and get to the bottom of what's going on with the voting and why we losing and everything. No, 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 no. She said breached. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to say that. I'm positive she didn't mean to say that. But the fact that there is a video beforehand, and I would have played it, but it was just it was triggering me, and I didn't want to trigger you all. But basically, she was going down a whole laundry list of last summer's protest, and going through all the damage and how much it was paid, how much damage was done, and the price of the damage was done. And she just had a whole laundry list over and over and over again. So she's playing we got BLM got away scot free, so nothing happened to BLM protesters. Absolutely nothing happened to them. So why should we be worried about the Capitol rioters? If nothing happened to BLM, nothing should happen to the Capitol riots. In which my question would be, do you want the Capitol rioters to actually be treated like what the BLM people was being treated? Would you like a unmarked official in a unmarked van grabbing people off the street, putting a hood over their head, taking them to a secret place, interrogating them, and letting them loose for no apparent reason whatsoever? They was arrested for no apparent reason, if you actually want to call it arrest. It was an abduction. It was a kidnapping, if you will, but it is what it is. Do you want the Capitol rioters to be treated the same way as the BLM protests? Would you like for them to be sprayed in the face with tear gas and pepper bombs and flashbangs? Would you like a helicopter hovering several feet above their head? Would you like to tell protesters you need to get off the property, you need to get off the streets, and then block their path on the street so they can leave? So what will give you the excuse of using tear gas and flashbangs and pushing them around? Do you want the Capitol rioters to be treated the same way as BLM protesters? No, you wouldn't. You Marjorie Taylor Greene also asked the question of what happened to the 10,000 troops that Trump ordered. Yeah, how we know that? How do we know what Trump did? Pretty much all we know is Trump didn't do jack squat. That's what we pretty much got. What really happened, he didn't call anybody. Pence called the troops, and it still took 2 hours for them to even come. So if you want to know where the hole is, where the gap is of time frame, let's start with that. Let's start with who exactly did call the troops in. And it sure as hell wasn't 10,000 troops. But Marjorie was so convinced that it was 10,000 troops, and all of them was called by Trump. And somewhere, and this is my laughing part, where did the ball drop if Trump? Do you honestly think if Trump called in 10,000 troops, 10,000 troops would have showed up? Are you really serious with this? No, you're not serious with this. What you're really trying to go is that Trump tried to do something and the ball was dropped somewhere else. You can't put it on Trump. Trump did exactly what he was supposed to do, and the ball was dropped somewhere off. And when will we stop picking on poor little Trump? When will we stop investigating Trump? When did we start investigating Trump? When did this happen? Now, New York is investigating them, and rightfully so. But they've been doing it for years. It ain't like this came from out of the blue. They've been getting to Trump for many years. But show me where the United States government is investigating Trump. I, who? The DOJ? The DOJ is not investigating Trump. The FBI is not investigating Trump. Homeland Security is not investigating Trump. Congress is definitely not investigating Trump. The House system is not investigating Trump. So who is investigating Trump? So what do you want to stop? Because nobody in federal government, so to speak, is investigating Trump. So I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So let's just cut to the chase. Let's get to the bottom line of it. You don't want the commission together because you know damn well they're going to find a whole bunch of mess of what the Republicans did to either create or allow this insurrection to occur. And you don't want that. One of the things that Mitch McConnell didn't want to happen with the commission is he was afraid that some of the Republicans will get subpoenaed. Yeah, they should be. Unless you can explain to us how a lot of those rioters knew exactly where to go. Clyburn has an office in the Capitol that he hasn't used for years. He had moved, he used it occasionally, and I mean occasionally. He had been moved somewhere else. Some of them rioters went is straight to his office. It's unmarked. It's not like it says Jim Clyburn on it. It's not marked. And they went straight to his office. They knew where the office was. These guys knew way too much of where everything was, where people were, and where things were, for it to be just a all of a sudden something happened type situation. That is what you are afraid of, is that you're going to have to find out that there may be some people on that House committee or in the House and maybe in the Senate that may been helping these rioters, that showed them the leeway. And let's not even forget Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was tweeting during the insurrection. They was already in there. They're rioting. They're going up and down the hallway. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is tweeting about where their whereabouts is. Oh, such and such just went to the left and went into their office. Oh, such and such just went to the right. And went. Who the hell are you telling this to? These people are coming in here to kill you. Well, sorry, not you. You're fine. They're there to kill Pelosi. They're there to kill the vice president. This is not hyperbole. They said that. That's what they said they was going to do. They want to kill them. They hung a noose outside. These people were not playing. They took down the United States flag and put up a Trump flag. For all the people who keep saying this, Antifa and Black Lives Matter people who dress like, yeah, you're afraid that they're going to find out a lot more than you expect, which is why we do need this commission together. And we do need to treat this as the terrorist act of 9/11. We do need to treat it exactly that way. And let see what happens. If nothing happens, you find nothing, fine. But if you're not going to let the commission exist, if you're going to get in the way of the investigation and everything else, then I don't want to hear any more about anything that Trump did because you don't know what the fuck Trump did. You wasn't there. You're just going by what you heard. I don't care. I don't want to hear any more about who's a hero during the insurrection and who's not. You don't know. You will be lying. And I know you don't have a problem with lying. The Republican Party for the last 5 years now have based their whole platform off lies, fear mongering, gaslighting, deceitfulness. You know, I know they don't have an issue with it, which is exactly like I said. We need the commission because we need to get you out the way and really find somebody who's going to get down to the bottom line of this so we can get some real true justice, which means real true justice will come when we get crap like the certain Republican Party individuals, members, senators, representatives out of there. Just out of there, period. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. Foxy's video of the week. This is the part of the show where Foxy will give me two videos that I haven't taken a look at, and I'm giving my live review, my live reaction to them. And I didn't do one last week, so I did promise that I will make up two this week. So here's the first video.
If you're in a room with 100 dicks, how many of them you choking on?
I ain't choking on none of them.
You that good?
Oh, fuck.
That was a good one. That was good. Because how would you answer it? You have to none. You that hey, I gotta remember that one. That was pretty good. That was good. Okay, that was a good one. All right, what's next? Okay. one more time. One more time. One more time. Bro, you watching that thing too fast. You need to slow down. You need to slow down. You got too much water coming down. You need to slow down. And then after you watch that thing, you need to double check it. You need to find another spot, and you need to rewash. Not only that, but all the rest of them, because if you miss that one, then you missed a whole bunch of them, and that's just being nasty. Dude, I'm really trying to help you. I really am. There's really nothing I can do. Just slow down. Slow down. Slow down. See, watch this. Watch this. See, right there, you're going too fast. You're going too fast, and there's too much water coming down. You're going too fast, and there's too much water coming down. You need to slow down. You're going to miss a spot, and if you miss a spot, You're going to have to start all over again. And I'm pretty sure that you really want to hold that conversation because it is an important conversation. But nobody want no dirty dishes. You need to slow down. So that's all I got to say about that. Well, folks, that's my show for today. Once again, my name is Marlon Kleiber. And if you're looking on YouTube, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.